But that brings us to, I guess, the official continuation of the show, Good Day, Good People. It's another fine day in the year of the Vibrant. A lot to think about with what we just saw there from Crack the Whip. They will be competing in the main event. That being said, the two newcomers to the AWE roster, they are officially signed thanks to Shingo Lamingo. We're talking about Midnight and Misuri. I still gotta get used to that. Man, I gotta talk to Mitsuru, honestly, too, not for nothing. Anywho, that's the main event. We still got a whole lot of stuff ready to get down, and I'm sure the Flame Tribe are watching from wherever they are with full attention on what was just said by on behalf of Crack the Whip. It's weird not to have the Flame Tribe in the building. It almost feels like some of the energy has been sapped from the AWE, but they all should be, not all of them, most of them should be medically cleared by next Sunday. I believe Yukiko's been told to take 2 weeks off, which will in turn be 3 weeks because there's not a rebellion because, in 2 weeks rather, because O's Revolution is in 2 weeks, so get excited for that. It's the first weekend of April, and no fooling, it's gonna be a great one. It'll be the 10th one. Be excited for it. I've been talking to Dirk. Thankfully, he wasn't fired. Man, I'm sorry. A lot is just going through my mind in terms of wow, what is what is transpiring here with the Crack the Whip. It doesn't seem, and it feels like I'm getting a little bit of sense of deja vu. But this deja vu is a little bit stranger. Like, the Flame Tribe honestly came out as well, and they kind of put the whole division on notice, but also said that they're not the bad guy. They were just handling family business when they did what they did to Chie. And they held true to their word. How true can I hold? If you look at the repertoire of Crack the Whip, I feel like there should be a high bar to hold true to their word, but we'll see. And we'll talk more about that as we get to the main event. I'll expound on some of my thoughts about it as well. You guys are free to talk about it in the chat. Hey, but we have a whole show to get on the road. So, let's talk about it. We got a big old Gin versus Dante. We got Makoto versus Golden, where if Golden gets pinned or taps out in that match, he will be defending the title against Makoto at Ticket to Paradise. We also have Shock of the Century, Hina versus Sakura Ogami, as well as, since the music stopped, Mew, Rise, and EST in a golden ticket qualifier match. And that match is about to start right now. And there we go. Okay. Universe mode is sure a thing. That's all I have to say. But we will continue. And it will begin once the match actually loads. So, I'm kind of excited because all three of these ladies, as we talk about it and as the stars go... Okay, universe mode, do you not want to? Okay, great. We're good. Sometimes 2K scares me a little bit. I was gonna say all three of these women have had a little bit of something going on in the past, but... Let's start with Miss Mew Iruma. Mew has had some, and this is interesting. I kind of, if this were a year ago, I wouldn't have dared to say this, but I'd kind of like to see Mew win, and like this Mew potentially hold on to that golden ticket. But more notably, I kind of want to see her win this match because Malika's in another match, and those two went crazy in a triple threat match before. Both of them lost. But if we can get some of that in Ticket to Paradise, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Anywho, Miss Mew Iruma, y'all know her story at this point, does not want her ultimate back. And honestly, she's kind of been a treat backstage. A lot of people have come to be okay with this Mew, talk to this Mew, and whatnot. However, we're talking about someone who won a triple threat match recently, I think. I'm pretty sure she won. We're talking about the rise of Rise, baby. She is AWE. She is one of AWE's newest signed superstars, and tonight she could be on the precipice of a major moment in her career. Qualifying for that golden ticket match is a life changer. Winning it almost certainly makes you a world champion. This past year's golden ticket holders both became world champions, Sage currently and Golden currently. In fact, both of our not all-star champions, our AWE all-star champion Golden and our AWE champion in Sage both cashing successfully. Looking like it's good odds. We'll see if it all happens and continues going forward as Rise is here. She sees the path, the audience, they're screaming her name. And tonight, could she join the field? Already in, we got double rose action in Amy and Ruby. Ruby, who is honestly open to talking and open to therapy when trying to communicate with Neo. I've attempted, I'll keep it a buck with you, Mizuki attempted, Miyuki attempted. Every single time, all of us got some kind of weird glare or grimace from Neo. I don't know what that is going to hold for the future, but I don't know if she's ever going to come to these therapy sessions. We'll see. But we also have to talk about someone who really truly wants to be the EST of the AWE. Can she do it? And you know what? Interestingly enough, I feel like she could have technically been a fit for Crack the Whip. I think to train her up, I think her promotion item is like an Elysian Whip or something like that. I'm not Fire Emblem maybe, but I think that's close enough to correct. Hey, apparently she said she don't need him. She said she's the EST all on her own. EST could be making motion, could be making her mark here tonight as well. Had a great triple threat against Athena and Elfelt, and I think she won that triple threat. Athena and Elfelt will be in a qualifier, I think, at Inferno. I think that is the one that is Athena, Elfelt, and Malika. That is going to be a tremendous match. I can't wait for that one, but I can't wait for this one either. It is triple threat rules, it's elimination, and the winner, last person standing, goes on to Ticket to Paradise, to that golden ticket match. Let's see how this all plays out. Starting off hot is Rise as we're kicking off the show. Well, I mean, we've already had a little bit of show already. I was gonna say we're kicking off the first match of the show with these three ladies. Two who I think could have very bright futures here in the AWE. One who's still trying to find her mark, trying to find, oh my gosh! Trying to find her path to being a champion in this business. But I want to point out, EST was just about to hit a nasty close on Rise, but as she was moving that arm, Mew caught her off of the ropes, but oh my gosh, Rise off the ropes herself with a kick, the knee strike, the knee lands into the armor of EST, and right now it's a 2-on-1 situation for EST. She might claim to be the strongest, the fastest, but now she's got the biggest target on her back in this match, apparently. Into the ropes. And it looks like this is all about to spill to the outside. No! Rise actually gets the advantage there. Doesn't go jumping, doesn't go flying. Instead just walks back in, knows that you don't want to fly against a high flyer. They have like a sixth sense. Our best high flyers have that kind of sixth sense. They're kind of just gonna be laying down on the mat. It's like, ooh, somebody's jumping off the ropes, and they roll around. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I digress. The show rolls on off the ropes. EST trying to go diving, barely clips both people, and look at this. Everyone's starting to, oh my gosh, Mew, geez Louise, but ducks that last kick. EST with the speed and with a shovel in her hands as Rise gets plastered, and the referee goes in for the count. That's one. But not two. Not yet. We got a lot of match left. It's elimination, so they won't be breaking up pinfalls or submissions like crazy. But look at this. Mew coming from behind after EST. EST did not see her, does not have eyes in the back of her head, into a Hurricane Rana. Goodness. And then yelling at EST, but didn't see Rise right behind her. It's like all three of these ladies are getting distracted with each other. Running insecurity by EST. All three of these girls are trading blows. Left, right, and center all over the ring. And all over the ringside area now, turned around. And EST may be in a little bit of danger already, rolling through. And like she's beating the drum, she's rocking out with the crowd, and she might be getting her bicuspids rocked. No, takes the shovel. Rise is now the one standing in full control, but look at that, the knee of EST. Trying to build up some momentum, knows now at this point that Rise's got a finisher. Might have just wanted to let Mew have Rise, because I'll tell you what. Wait a minute, same little taunting celebration that Mew was doing outside the ring earlier. EST rocking over, walking over. Wait a minute, they're actually attacking each other and not attacking Mew. It was just for a second, for just a moment. I'll tell you what though. Rise, for somebody who has not been in the AWE for very long, maybe just over a month at this point. The first time she showed up was at Valentine's Violence. Same with EST. Both of them are displaying a fair bit of ring IQ, and while EST has had her sister Paula in the AWE at Valentine's Violence before, Rise has had, like, I think pretty much all of her entire crew in the AWE for a noticeable period of time. A lot of them have been world champions when we're talking about it. You, current tag team champ, you know what I mean? Look at this. Dropping EST down. And the audience goes wild for Rise as she knows this is going to have to spill back into the ring, but Mew's not going to let her catch her there. Tossing Rise to the outside and going to get a weapon, but I don't know if she knows that. I don't know if EST even knew that. I don't know what EST was doing there. She was like, not a problem. You do not want to underestimate Mew. She has a mean streak, or rather she really did have a mean streak. I don't know if she's really got in display anymore, but right now she might have a mild concussion after getting her head driven into that trash can. EST able to survive, but from behind again, Rise is tossing EST to the side. Mew, always and forever doing these poorly timed taunts. But it looks like it may still be working out in her favor just this time. A couple of heavy strikes right to the midsection. As this match continues to roll wild, Rise tossing Mew to the side. Outside, but my gosh, turned right into a flying crossbody by EST. Lifted right up and tossed into the LED post, forehead first. Might have a knot right on her dome, dude. Goodness gracious, it kind of made me hurt a little bit. And this has been like all weapons, all match actually. Big cheeks right to EST, and Mew's not done, going all the way up and flying all the way down. Mew is the I feel like the least high flyer of these three, but if she needs to go up, she will go up, and gets tossed in the steps again. Nobody even thinking about getting into the ring, knowing that they're, ooh! Threw it from all the way over there, and it shattered on the face of EST, tossing her by her bowl cut. And now it looks like they're both trading poor times to do their taunts. Rise, I was just talking about your ring IQ. It may be a little bit lesser than I thought. EST may be, I don't know if she's the wisest one here going to get someone in the ring ASAP. Because right from behind, knee strike. Rise escapes. Mew. Oh no, Mew's going all the way up. Oh, but from behind, Rise knocks her down! She was too focused on EST! One, not even one? Hold on a second, but I do want to point out. Oh no, not on the ladder. Ooh, I think she may have just barely missed the ladder on that signature. Rise's got 3 finishers. She could essentially end this match. Look at this though, oh my gosh, combinations from EST! off the ropes, but Mew keeps up, knocking her down, but from behind, able to weave out of the way. It looked like she might have been going for that finisher, but now she's definitely gotta be considering it. DDT reversed again into another pinfall. That's one. No resiliency, kicked out at one. Boy, hold on a minute. What are the girlies doing here? And look at EST reversing everything that comes her way. Hurricane Rana sends her down, but from behind, Mew's still up, and she's still ready, saying, this time I'm hitting that, and she's not onto the ladder! Side onto the ladder, one, but it's still just one! Yo, the energy in this match just went super full, but look at that, right into the pinfall. Referee's got EST down, 1, 2. That's resiliency. First person to burn is the EST. Goodness gracious, we talked about how she had the biggest target on her back. Thanks to essentially what had unfolded at the start of this matchup, everybody, oh my gosh, she was taunting, and she went like haywire through the ropes into Rise. This match has been an awesome plunder match. And EST has been trying to reverse everything that comes her way because everyone still keeps going after her. Pop her up, dropped her down. Oh, a brainbuster-esque move. No shot. You can't be going for your top rope finisher. Your frog splash. No, she went for the elbow drop. Smart decision, because if it got reversed on the outside, it would have been a terrible fate. Oh my gosh, hold on. This time, Mew finally hits that DDT. Gets caught with a double axe right after by EST, though. Reversal of the Irish whip. And just like that, Mew back to taunting. Goes after neither. Goes after nobody. Walks around looking for a weapon. Lets Rise taunt. Gets it knocked out of her hands, though. EST, oh my gosh, are they going to try and work together? Dragged her all the way over, but Mew, like a couple of coconuts, slams their heads together. EST, however, still reversing. Like a maniac, but can't reverse what you can't see. Oh my gosh, right into the head, busted her open. The side, that rough side of the trash can hit her head hard way. She's busted open, ugh. The hard way, oh my gosh, popped up, flying with that DDT onto the trash can. This might be the darndest, most explosive qualifying match for Golden Ticket we've had so far. Any one of these three is going to be a tremendous addition to the Golden Ticket match. EST, Rise facing off. Oh, shovel right to the everywhere. Not, it was to the head, then to the leg, to the body, and now she's burying both of her competitors. Knows she's burned resiliency and she's gonna have to work to win this match. It's not out of the question. We've seen somebody already who's burned resiliency first, but ended up going on to Golden Ticket, that being Eggman this past Friday. Can EST do the same is the million-dollar question. She's in there with two women who are apparently way more hardcore than I thought. Turn around. Popped up and sent down. Little back suplex. You still getting rocked. And Rise saying, hey, you guys go ahead and you guys, oh my gosh! Every single time she's got three finishers. She's got three finishers. We were just saying the same thing about Rise. Once again, nobody, however, going into the ring. And I think for Rise, that's something you are going to want to do. You are the person who is still the freshest. It's not by much anymore, but is still the freshest. Flying forearm by Mew. Mew, the seasoned veteran of these three. Hurricane Rana. And this is just the first match of the night, and it has been intense. First match of the night might be the match of the night. Goodness gracious. Step back up again. This is for Golden Ticket. Dragged over, trying to get Mew back into the ring. Mew able to stop that from happening at the last second. Oh, from behind. I think she was going for the finish. Outside the, oh my gosh. Outside the ring, she certainly was. German suplex. And a drop kick by Rise. Rise saying, hey, yo, who's going to be holding that briefcase? She's saying it's her. Will it be her? That's the thought on everyone's mind this time. Still tries to get Mew into the ring. Mew with a reversal. And EST sends her in as well. It is everybody in the ring right now. Look at this. Jumped in. Everyone's standing. Oh, but EST just got caught in that butterfly bomb. 07s to the high flyer. 1-2. Wrong place. Wrong kick out. Huh? Okay. Wait a second, but look at this. Rise has something over here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. A move only an idol could accomplish. Mew has no resiliency. She's not out of this either. Oh boy. This is a show as the steel steps get introduced into this fray. Both standing tall. Mew almost tossing the corner there. EST walking her way into the steps saying, okay. Oh, but Mew may have just walked directly into danger, able to fight her way out of it. EST could be suffering another butterfly bomb. Look at that, though. I think that may have hindered Rise because EST made a quick escape saying, okay, yeah, no. No thanks. But saw Rise in danger, looked over towards her, and then stepped right back out. But look at this through the ropes. Goodness gracious, catches Mew! Hey, okay, all these girls apparently are a little bit of fly. They got a little bit of fly in them. And as the aviator, I respect that. We love a good high flyer. Goodness, dude. Not to be confused with Ness from Earthbound, but still goodness. Man, oh man. Mew walking over to Rise. I think all three of them are now in the situation where they want to get this match done. Everybody's starting to make their way back to the ring as much as they can, as often as they can. But look at this. EST didn't just make her way to the ring. Made her way. Oh! Misfire! Made her way to the top rope where she's most comfortable, but looking like Mona there for just a moment. I can't say that too much because, oh my gosh, outside the ring. No, not onto the, ooh, thank goodness not onto the chair, but it looks like her foot got caught on the chair on the way down. Reversal almost lands, but look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Reversal by EST again. Rise getting tossed to the side. EST calling for Mew to get back up. Mew getting... Oh my gosh, held by the throat and then just three slaps right to the temple. DDT again. Weaved out of the way, but turned around by Rise. Reverse the signature. EST, I don't know if I've seen anyone hit so many reversals in so little time. I don't know what is up with her, but now both Mew and Rise have gone skull first into that LED post. I'm shocked it almost happened again to Mew, and Rise is now going back first. Oh, and shoulder first. Oh, wait a minute. Enzuigiri didn't land. She landed rough on that knee. That's bad. That's honestly really bad news, but that's even worse news for Rise's spine. I was gonna say, she might be struggling to climb up to the top rope now. As EST got saved by Rise, and then got murdered by Rise. Rise's still honestly primed to win this matchup, but with so many signatures and finishers potentially getting ready to be hit, it is anybody's fight. Look at the blood spilling. No, she celebrated again at the wrong place, wrong time. DDT onto the chair! We talked about Neru being a sicko. These three might be hitting some sicko territory. Look at all the blood on the mat. Everyone's like trying to get each other to the ring. But as soon as someone gets in, oh, wait a minute, we might have two people. Nope, 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 another reversal. EST climbing to the top rope, no climbing in, but maybe walking right into a dangerous situation. DDT lands. Mew picking EST up, and this may be the beginning of the end. Kick to the guts. Another DDT, flaunting to the audience. Drops her and onto the chair! Onto the chair that Rise just put into the ring! Oh my gosh, the timing! But she took out Mew! That's one! That's two! That's resiliency, y'all. What a match. What a spot that was. stood back up, and Mew may be out of this one. 1, 2. The falling star puts Mew away. The most experienced competitor is out first in this fight, and it is between Rise, EST, over and under, onto the trash can. The broken trash can. Goodness. Yo, we are witnessing, experiencing a special, a special match between two fairly new superstars. Both of them have won big triple threat matches in the AWE before, but this is for something bigger. Those were just showcases. This is for golden ticket. This is potentially for your career, and right now EST has got a big injury. The chest is hurting bad, and look who's prompting herself to be ready to win this matchup. But EST with a reversal. Rise lifted up, and look at this scoop slam down with authority. Stomped on the arm. And drives the arm into the mat. Stands right back up, but may have stood up into disaster. Thought that was a pin. The referee didn't call it. I was gonna say interesting decision, but what is EST looking for? Doesn't really need more weapons at this point. Needs to just go for pins. And I think she's realizing that, but look at this. Got out of the way. That was almost a nasty kick right to the skull, but a reversal. But a reversal right back, kick on the arm. And look at this. Falling star. 1, 2. Rise's going to Ticket to Paradise. Oh my. Hey, what a match. Hey, all three of the girls. I've been saying this a lot during these triple threat matches, but let me tell you, the fight that these three put in here, look at all the blood on the mat. They were all at their nines. There were spots all over the place. I will now never forget Rise sliding the chair into the ring to do the extra damage on EST, to then eliminate Mew, saying, "Thanks for doing a little bit of extra work for me." Man, oh man. That DDT that landed onto the trash can pushed her over here, and I wasn't expecting this. I don't even know what she called this bad boy. Boom. Thought that could have been it for Mew. This, so many of these highlights still have all three of them in here, and this is where out of nowhere popped her up and sent her down onto that steel chair. I'm surprised Rise retained consciousness. That one reversal there is what helped win her the entire match. Falling star. We're at the ring.
Here is your winner,
Rise, congratulations to you. We said that she could be a star in the AWE. She may be Miss Golden Ticket by the end. I guess at the beginning of May. Keep your eyes on that match right now. It's Amy Rose. It's Ruby Rose. And it's Rise Rose. That's not her last name, but I digress. Give me my stars real quick. Huh? Oh man, what a match, y'all. That was spectacular. That being said, we must go on, and I must blow my nose actually, because it is pollen season, and I'm not having a good time, so I will be right back. Huh? Okay, now that my nose is clear, we can get this match rolling. As the stars go. Black. And out comes Mr. Naegi. Not coming out to his very exciting, very okay, that's not just Mr. Naegi. Shin here too surprises me. I know that they had a little bit of something going on, but I guess it's continuing. Ray makes sense. Ray it looks like finally completely back into fighting form, no strings. Okay, Well, admittedly, I'm a little bit confused about why Shin is here, as I said a second ago. But if Golden gets pinned or taps out here tonight, Makoto gets his match ticket to Paradise. He could become All-Star Champion. Has never held the All-Star Championship, right? Has only been AWE Champion 2 times. Still after World Championship Gold, with Rei by his side, he's been able to get his title back. But lost it in a big-time match against Kyutaro when Rei was gone. Now that Rei's back, can Makoto make his way back to the top of the mountain? That's the million-dollar question. Okay, why is Shin in the ring? Okay. It is supposed to be Makoto here tonight. Makoto's still apparently ducking and dodging Golden. You know what? We'll keep it the same. If Makoto keeps wanting to duck and dodge Golden, fine. If Shin can pin, or because I don't think Shin can beat Golden, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If Shin can beat Golden by pinfall or submission, and I don't want no countouts, you hear me? No countouts. Then Makoto will get his match at Ticket to Paradise against Golden. Do I think he can do that? Absolutely not. I don't want to say there's no chance, but there's no chance. And not in my book. Golden, once again, however, is going to have to fight a competitor who he is not ready for. He was ready for Makoto Naegi. He was ready for potentially Rei to be by his side. But Shin, I don't know if he was ready for that. This is a submission specialist. Golden, we know, has tapped out in the past on 2 very notable occasions. One cost him his OC championship match, or his OC championship rather, in a title match against Splendid. The other was most recently at the year-end Rebellion, where he, did he tap out again, or did he get rolled up by again? I don't quite remember that. Anywho, I digress. We're calling it out here. It's Shin, apparently. It should be Makoto, but it is what it is. And Golden. And it's on. Shin missing wildly and immediately. Can you imagine if it was just over 1, 2, 3? Can you? I would love for that to happen once. Off the ropes. Oh, missing the moonsault. Both missing big moves here, and Shin now waiting for Golden to get up. Off the ropes himself, didn't do anything. Instead, weaved out of the way, and I think that might be the actual first hit of the match. Golden fires back, a shot right to the face, hitting a combination, or at least tried to hit a combination himself. Instead, these two grappling it out. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. That's what I expect. I don't expect Shin to win a grappling contest with Golden. I don't want to take anything away from Shin. Shin is a multi-time tag team champion. But when it comes to doing things on his own, I guess you know what? He's not on his own. That much is true. Look at this. This time grabbing the arm of Golden. That's not what you want to see when you're in a match against Shin. He's going to keep wrenching at that arm, and you do not want to have that happen to you early. If he's able to get some damage on your arm early, wait a minute. That could be disastrous for the All-Star Champion. He's still wrenching it back. That's the master of dismantling arms. Sends him down. Okay, Shin, and immediately stomps on the arm right afterwards. Grabs him by the arm. And goes for a knee strike to the head instead. Golden rolls himself back up. Ooh, kind of a jet kick right to the chest of Shin. Going for a stomp there. Shin able to reverse. Golden instead gets him a knee strike in the back, and already Shin's feeling his body worn down for 1 kick out. It looked like Makoto and Rei were both yelling at the audience members, and I want to point out, count out, they ain't gonna do nothing for you this time. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. Not a thing. And now look at this. Golden saying, you want to target arms, huh? Targeting the arm of Shin himself. Golden, I feel like, has a kind of respect for Shin. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Well, maybe all that respect might be going outside of the window. Maybe it's frustration now, as it should have been Makoto. He's been waiting to go toe-to-toe with Makoto, a former world champion, as Golden slides out of the ring versus world champion. Went for a knee strike there again. We've seen that move a bunch by Golden in the past. So this time doesn't land. Maybe Shin's been doing some scouting. Shots, turns him around. Pops him up and sends him. Oh my gosh, his knee on that apron. Ugh. That is not. I'm sorry. The referee is not counting. What is going on? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I could have sworn. I promise you, I'm really shocked right now. I could have sworn this was a normal match. Pops him up, hits him with the knee. Yo, I could have sworn this was a normal match. One. Kick out of one after the signature. Oh, and out of nowhere, the arm is in danger. But Golden getting out. Yo, I promise you, I thought this was a normal match. On my script, it even says it's a normal match, or rather my match card. I guess the card is subject to change, as Shin might be subject to getting thwacked by Golden and maybe burning resiliency already in this fight. It is. 1, 2. He does. And he does stomp to the arm. Golden heading to the corner. Oh, the turnbuckle has been ripped off too. You have to imagine maybe they actually paid off this referee. Because keep in mind, this is the Shingo Lamingo referee. That's 1. 2. Golden didn't have resiliency. I know he's got okay body damage still, but his stamina is very low currently. Or rather, his vitality. Shin, I think, realizing that, turning Golden around. And again, going after the head. Shin has the advantage right now just narrowly in vitality, but I think the bigger question, the bigger point here is... Hold on a minute, a little backflip. The biggest point here is that Shin does not have resilience anymore, and apparently the referee is allowing anything to go in this fight. They keep catching Golden off guard with things that he's not ready for. Hits him right square in the forehead with a kendo stick for 1, 2. Still able to get out. But now we have to take a look at the finisher bar. Oh, as Golden runs all the way over. Shin steps right out of the way. Kicks Golden down. Walks over to the arm. Grabs it and locks in an armbar again. Golden, no vitality, may have to burn resiliency here. Yanking it back. He does. He does. Talk about not being prepared for a match. I wasn't prepared for this. Went for a knee strike. Nobody home. Turned around. And I want to point out, Golden's arms are in dire straits. Big kick doesn't land. But Shin's still fast as fast can be. But a cheeky roll up, and no rope breaks, apparently, to my knowledge. 1. No. 1. No. 2. No. Made it right back, but not even 1. Standing right back up, Golden still has that comeback. He's got to use it at this point. You got to imagine he's got to use it. Catches the foot, plants him down. Golden gets lifted right back up. Golden in bad situation. Popped up and go. Wait a minute, Golden with a reversal. He's got a signature himself. Lifting Shin up and drives his head into the mat. Makoto steps onto the apron, rolling up into a knee bar this time. This time it's Shin, but Shin's got no damage on the knees. No damage on the knees, but he might be starting to have some. Kick. Golden falls like a tree. Dude, I am honestly so very shocked. I am really, legitimately so very shocked. Off the ropes. Shooting star! Nobody's home. Shin rolled out of the way just narrowly at the last second. And a DDT onto the champion. who once again was not prepared for a match of this caliber. What is Shin doing here? Off the ropes himself, cross-body! With the kendo stick, try to stun Golden, but Golden hits the drop kick. Maybe getting ready for that knee. If he hits the knee, Shin might be as good as gone. Hits the cutter, my gosh! He was corpsing after that one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's one, that's two. He's out, he's still alive. Golden stomping him, lifts him right back up, calling for the end of this thing. Kicks, combinations into, oh, not a suplex. Oh my gosh, lands him neck first onto the knee. Oh, went for a strike there. Shin able to turn it around. Golden turns it around himself as well. Tries to turn Shin around. Shin grabs the arm and no way. Armbar locked in. The ropes can't help him. He's wrenching it all the way back. But Golden doesn't tap. But Golden does not tap. Into the ropes. Runs into him. Rolls him up. That honestly could be enough. One. But Shin rolls it right back. 1, 2. Golden rolls it right. Yo, I'm shaking, dude. Stands up. Oh, misses that clothesline. And it could be the beginning of the end now. He reversed the finisher. He reversed the finisher. Golden reverses right back, though. And a super kick right into the jaw. Golden still has life. Gets out of the ring saying, you know what? I'm sick and tired of all these mind games that Makoto Naegi is playing. But the... oh, reversal right back. Golden has Shin on the shoulders and drops him. 07's in chat for 1, for 2, and Golden. Oh! Dude, there's no way. You're telling me Shin kicked out of that. Shin Sakimi kicked out of that. That's what you're offering me, huh? Ray is in the ring. Ray is in the ring. And Ray's out of the ring. And Shin is probably out cold. That's 1, that's 2, and that is the end of this match. Golden still picks up the victory. And has still been unable to get his hands on Makoto Naegi. Shin, surprisingly enough, almost took Golden to the limit, and once again a match that he was not prepared for. But I think what Makoto needs to know is that Golden is always prepared. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Popped up, sent him down into the knee. Up on the shoulders again, and drops him. Golden, and I'll keep it a buck with you. I thought Golden was about to tap out. When we get to that arm bar, we'll see it, or maybe we won't. Ray even got into the ring. Referee, I think, got a little gritty, said, hey, get out of here. Which is interesting because it feels like they paid off this ref. Huh? Not for nothing. 1, 2, kick out. And another one. 1, 2, kick out. This is where I'll keep it a buck with you. I thought Ray was still in the ring. I thought Ray was going to try and physically interfere in this thing. 1, 2, but Golden gets the job done again. It was, albeit a great match, even unprepared. Golden gets the job done. Here's the thing. I'm sure Makoto's going to be arguing, saying, hey, I didn't fight him. I still have my mark to make. But look, he keeps sending out people. He keeps ducking Golden. I don't know what to tell you. Give me my stars real quick. We got a show to get through first and foremost. Because we had one world champion in action. We're about to have another one. Gin versus... This is incorrect. will be right back. Okay, now it is correct. 2K is, Universe Mode is, it feels like it's having an aneurysm today, but I digress. Hopefully that's not bad news for us in the future. As the stars go black. And out first, it's a man who has made his mark and says, Skeletor, I want you. What kind of match will they have? I don't know. But I'll tell you what is going on here, right now. Dante has said to himself, I had Skeletor on the ropes. When they went one-on-one, he honestly, really, truly did have him on the ropes. It took time after time of Castle Grayskull being locked in. But Dante continued to not give up to it. He said, I might not have been able to take out the big man, but if y'all are going at it, let me at least go one-on-one with the champion. And I gotta admit, it's not a terrible decision. Gin says, you know what, that's honorable. Let's do it. There's a world where Dante could pin Gin here tonight. At the very least, if he's gonna take Skeletor to the limit, he's probably gonna want to try and take Gin to the limit as well. One-on-one. Dante, Gin. It's official. Whoever thought that somebody with a skull, I'm sorry, a clock for a head, that they'd be able to do something so tremendous in the ring? I guess, you know what, they have perfect timing. Yeah, I guess if you want to say that. As he's here. Dante is indeed here. I'm excited to see what he's able to do against the champion as well. Dante, I feel like, has been on a hot rise in the AWE as of late. He has had his big moments, but he's never been able to really clutch down and say, hey, this is why I should be a future champion. Big kick, already the champion down. Can you imagine if that was it? No, Gen's been hit harder than that. He went toe-to-toe with Uncle Iroh at Valentine's Violence tonight. He's going one-on-one with Dante. Both of the men's world champions, and actually we like that. We like that. As we continue, wrenching arms back. The wrist is in a lot of danger. Yanking that arm back again. What is going on with that? There, right back. We saw earlier just how these can really change the momentum of the match for you, as Dante able to very easily get into the corner. They've got the size and strength advantage, but Gen definitely has the speed advantage on this one. Big chop right afterwards. Dante, Gen locking up again. Locking up over and over again, but I want to point out, Dante may have gotten the advantage earlier, but Gen, he's a technician himself. But sometimes it's just hard. Man, that arm. It's hard to combat somebody when they've got such a height and weight advantage against you. Ugh. Went after the legs there. I think it really might have hurt Dante more, to be honest. But stepped out of the way of that moonsault. Gen still able to counter back. That was almost low, Gen. I understand you're small, but please don't kick people in the crotch. Stomp of the arm. And Dante sends him right back down. Already saying, hey, it's time to sleep. I don't know why he's doing that, because it's actually not time to sleep. He does not have a signature or finisher built up, but I guess he just wanted a taunt. And you know what? If the first match has taught me anything, a taunt all you want. Oh, hold on. Reversing to a roll-up is... I feel like Gen's arm could have been considered under the rope. Rolled right back in. Rolled right back up. But not even one this time. Going after the tiny legs of the small child. We are in the middle of our show as Gen is slowly getting up. It is, you know, spring is officially sprung. A clothesline. And then really might have turned more into a punch, but Gen kicks right back up, but misses that drop kick. Stepped out of the way, Dante. They're keeping the fight on the world champion. And honestly, right now, they are hammering the world champion and almost stuns him. Again, kipped right back up, but kipped almost up into, kipped up into a roll-up, which is not the worst decision in the world. Dante does have a signature, though. And I'll tell you what, I feel like they are about to use it. Look at that vitality. But more notably, Gen is stunned. There's not a thing he can do about it if Dante decides, hey, it's time to hit a nasty finisher on the AWE champion on the ropes. Both figuratively and literally. We're at a count of 1. Count of 2. 3. Diving. Oh my gosh. Hold on a minute. Clocks can fly, apparently. And outside the ring. Locked in. A vice grip. Gen fires back. Dante fires back as well. Gen back in control, if only for a moment. Oh, atomic drop. And a big kicks. And a super kick right to the face of Dante. We're at a count of 4. Gen calling for him to get up. I thought that this was going to be nothing, but it looks like he's flying! Ladies and gentlemen, it's raining cats and dogs. Get your umbrellas. The count restarts. And reversal there. Fireball on the outside of the ring. Count of 3. Oh my gosh, what a comeback we may have just experienced from our champion. Count of 4. Count of 5. Dante stirring. They're certainly going to make it back before the count of 10 unless they do some real dillying and dallying. And look at that. Turn around. Submission locked in. Ladies and gentlemen. Cat's cradle. But Dante, we know good and well that that man does not tap out. Wait, Gen has no resiliency. 1. Kick out. Look for a drop kick. Lands it. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, turned around. Onto the shoulders. He's going for the hands of time. And they land. Onto the champ. 1, 2. Gen kicks out, no resiliency. Well, okay. Well, alright then. Dante off the ropes. Drop kick, nobody's home. Gen rolls out of the way and hits a moonsault right to the small of the back and rages up. And the clock. It does not reverse. I thought that was a reversal. I thought they reversed that, but that's not the case. Dante stood right back up by Gen. And another submission, this time going after the arm of Dante. Both of them have a little bit of damage on the arm, but look at this. Dante rolling through Gen. They've got a lot of fight left, and a drop kick doesn't land. Gen's still up. Cat's claw! The speed in which he can land that thing out of absolutely anywhere. 1, 2. Dante burns. Still has a chance in this fight, but let me tell you, it is going to be a rough go of things. Stood right back up, sweeping the leg. Dante still claiming it's time to put Gen to rest. Will they be able to do it? Double axe. Well, I'll be real. 1, 2. I was gonna say it's late in the match. I was gonna say that might be a great in-ring IQ from them. Elbow drop to the heart. Oh, man. Dante's got a finish. Will they use it? It may be time. Stood back up. Hands of time. 1, 2. Gin burns anybody's match. Is Dante about to pin the AWE champion? Off the ropes. Went for a clothesline. Gin steps out of the way. Gets the arm again. And locks another submission in. Look at the roll up. That was a high tier roll up, low key, or roll out of the way. Ugh. Wins a chain, stomping on the back. And again, locking in that submission. Gin may have to tap out here. Oh, is the champion gonna tap out to Dante? No, Dante lets go. Grabs the leg. And is calling for the end of this. Ladies and gentlemen, if the hands of time land, it could be the champion. No, get it the last second. Gets out of the hands of time. For the third time, it didn't hit. Could it be Cat's Claw? If Gin isn't the scrappiest young champion we've ever had. 1, 2. He got him. He got them tonight. Gin still stands tall. And what a match they put on, boy. Whoa. Man. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd be a little scared too. Gin, you might want to watch your back. This might be low-key a David versus Goliath situation for Gin. It's Skeletor and it's Gin. Oh my gosh. Hey, give me my stars real quick. Hey. I'm just very happy that Skeletor did not attack the young lad. I was fearful. But apparently I had nothing to worry about. I had nothing to worry about at all. This seems to be an old rivalry renewed. Are you ready? Because it is time for Hina versus Sakura Ogami. Hina's been out for quite some time, and I don't blame her for taking time off since the Amon incident. She was one of the very first victims. And then further, we'll talk about this as the match goes on, actually. Give me the stars. We'll talk about it. We talk about it. Have we seen Hina in 2026? Have we seen Hina since getting her eye back? I don't know if we have. But she's not alone.
The following contest is scheduled for one.
And I hate to put it like this,
Accompanied by Reptile Man from
but
Osaka, Japan.
without that eye, Hina did feel so broken. We saw her talk to Sakura in the locker room on the lead up to AV Mania 4. Sakura had some choice words, and a lot of people since then have just been calling Sakura a bad friend. Some of them have been calling her a bad champion, but that's neither here nor there. I am here to relay to you that Hina asked for this match. I did not expect the repairman to come here, but Hina, this is her first match back, and it's against, I suppose, her oldest rival. And at this point, one of her oldest allies in the AWE. The repairman, and she's got her eye back. I don't remember what Sakura said about that eye and the repairman, if she called him... Arrow's here! If she called him a parasite or a pest, I don't remember, but Sakura's not alone. They've got the longest reigning AEW United World Champion behind her. And you gotta believe that the Arrow, they don't like that repairman, and you know, I feel like they are okay with Hina, but you know, I think they were more okay with Hina when Hina was no longer repaired. It looks like that repairing has been redone. Good on her, I suppose. We'll see how the rest of this plays out, though. It's Hina. It's Sakura. In 2025, they put on a classic match at the beginning of 2025. It was the first time that they've gone one-on-one. No, it's not. This is, I was gonna say recently they have gone one-on-one, but it wasn't that recent, as now Hina's laying into Sakura Ogami. Tossed over the top rope. Dragging Sakura back in, and, club and blow to the back, and a quick pinfall, grabbing the bad leg immediately. Talk about knowing your opponent. Senton right afterwards. Okay. Oh, okay, missed because Sakura rolled out of the way, but I'll tell you what, Hina a little bouncy right there. Shot to the back again. And now these two are grappling. These are, I was gonna say, honestly, probably the two of the most even people you'll find in the AWE. Different styles of fighting, notably. But in terms of like yin and yang, this might be our AW yin and yang. It might be our, hey, hold on a minute. This is a regular match. To my knowledge, this is a regular match. Yeah, okay, thank you, referee. I was gonna say, this is a normal one-on-one. Y'all need to chill, dude. Goodness. Knee strike lands. A lot of people in chat and in the AWE universe have been calling Sakura out, saying she don't got a bad knee anymore. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know, her knee will never be the same again. Headbutt. That much is true up on the top rope. Big splash by Hina. Stomp of the arm. Arrow on the side. They're rooting for Sakura, cheering them on. Hina going top rope again. Last time we saw a big splash, I assume we're going to see another. No. Calling for Sakura to get up. And double axe. Wrench in the head. Off the ropes. Big boot lands. And an elbow drop to the back. This is starting to look dire for Ogami. Ogami, who's had a rough show of things, but oh my gosh! Hina must have watched that golden match saying, oh, a shooting star from the springboard? I can do that too. And you know what? Maybe they're onto something, actually. To have a bad knee and then to do a low drop kick on somebody else's knee, hey, get off of her. Come on, man. Is kind of sickening. Not for nothing. Knee strike to the side of the head. Ogami. Ugh. Arm getting wrenched back into the pinfall. This time hooking the good leg. That's one. Still just one. Hina does have a signature. You know who does not? Ogami. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Oh, I know what this is, though. The let her win submission, out of the let her win submission, into, oh my gosh, grabbing the leg. Oh, you know Arrow is, wait a minute, Arrow trying to get involved because of that. The referee's sending them both out of here. And this is, it became a one-on-one with managers to being a true one-on-one. Oh, but look at this now. Sakura Ogami does have a signature, but look, right back, reversing the finisher. Dragging Hina to the corner. Look at that reversal. She was trying to break her neck. That was a signature there. She tried to break her neck. Look at this combination, though, by Hina. Both rolling out of the ring. This is not anything goes. This is a normal one-on-one match. And again on the outside, Hina saying, let me win. And Sakura saying, never give up. Doesn't even go on the attack, just steps back into the ring, but may have stepped back in the... Wait, saying, get here right now. Silly decision, because, oh my gosh, Sister Abigail. 1, 2. Resiliency's burned. Resiliency burned, and look at... Ooh, boy. I was going to say, look at that. You don't look at that no more. My gosh. Oh, the knockout blow right afterwards. Hina does not have resiliency. This could be the end of the match. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out. Stood right back up. Off the ropes. Nobody's home. Hina slow to get up to her feet, but Sakura just a step slower. These two, as I said, two of the most evenly matched up competitors in our business. Pop-up punch. Rocking the jaw of Ogami. Senton from the middle ropes. Hina's hit. She's got her stride back, not for nothing. That is 1. That's 2. Kick out. Remember, Sakura does not have resiliency anymore. Any big moves could be the end of Miss Ogami. Turn around. Clothesline from behind. Not a cheap tactic. Oh, wait a minute. Guy has the traps in control. And I want to point out again, Hina's got a finisher almost as a signature. Sakura probably wise for taking this outside of the ring. But now she might have to break a count, because if Hina decides to say, hey, maybe I'll just use Sister Abigail outside the ring here. Or even worse, saying let her win. Sakura with a reversal drops the head of Hina. And now we're seeing the nasty combinations by Ogami. Steps back into the ring. We're at a count of 4. Oh, I thought she was about to climb. You had me fooled. I thought she was about to climb. We're at a count of 6. Sakura apparently good on winning this thing by count out. The old Sakura would not have been okay with that. Saying get back in here now. Just to kick her right in the jaw. Again, Hina does not have resiliency built up. 1, 2. Oh, the frustration. The frustration is mounting because I thought that was it. I'm sorry. Yeah? Can you give us a side screen? Appreciate you. Okay. I gotta continue calling this match, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Hina setting up for the end of this thing, and right now I hope you're watching on the side screen right now, because the repairman and Arrow, they are not they are not on good terms for sure, as crawling into one last Sister Abigail, Sakura Ogami is as good as gone. 1, 2, 3. Hina puts away Ogami. Keep in mind, this was after their last 1v1 when Hina did not have that eye anymore. Sakura tried to kind of break her neck on the turnbuckle, which is crazy. Hina did not hold back here tonight. Sister Abigail after Sister Abigail went on the ropes as much as she could. And here's the thing, Sakura still tried to drop Hina on her neck. You saw her throw her into that corner. You saw that signature bar get turned around. And Hina, I think the biggest the biggest ideal here is that, hey, over and over and over again, Sakura Ogami hit her best shot. And Hina kept kicking out of it and did not burn resiliency here tonight. You love to see it if you're a Hina fan, but Sakura fans, they are not rejoicing. Sakura, I will keep it a buck with you, even though she won 2 championships last year. What's going on in her mind must be, I think her mental state is probably in a bit of disarray. The whole first part of the year, She had to drop arrow on their neck. Got defeated by March 7th and embarrassed not once but twice. Just when things were starting to seem like potentially a stable friendship again between Hina and Sakura, Sakura, in a moment of vulnerability for Hina, ended up saying, hey, decisively the wrong thing. Let's keep it a buck. With her eye unrepaired, she was not whole. But now, she's back. You could even say, she's here. Goodness gracious, look at all these enemies. Congratulations to Hina, and I suppose you could say, welcome back to Hina, because I don't know if you know what time of the year it is. This is Hina's time of the year, actually. She is Miss Ticket to Paradise. I don't think she's ever lost a ticket to for a woman who has never won at AV Mania and has been at every AV Mania. She ain't never lose a Ticket to Paradise. She said, Ticket to Paradise, that's my show. We go on. It is main event time. Are you ready? I hope you are, because if you're not, then you better get ready. It is Crack the Whip. I need to get ready, actually. There we go. Crack the Whip. Going 2-on-2. With who? We'll see. But it will be the first time that Midnight and Misuri are competing. And we find out who they fight as the stars go. Black. Actually, I had to talk to our referees. They tried to make this match elimination, no disqualification. I don't know why they've done that. But this is a normal one-on-one match. I don't know who has been messing around with it. What is going on in these match types? But I don't like it. It almost feels like, again, someone's trying to sabotage the show. Which, you know what? I'm not in charge. I'm okay with that now. You know, whoever's trying to sabotage now, hey, go and do your thing. You know what I mean? But this is, and I'm actually surprised it is Crack the Whip, just the two of them. Midnight and Misuri, Miss Midnight. I'm sorry, let me put some respect on her name. As these two are here tonight for the first time in tag team action, official tag team action. We saw them on Friday beating up Bernice and Rinka backstage. I bet you if it was a standard 2-on-2 in the middle of this ring, it might be a different story, but I digress. See how this thing plays out and who answers it is. Interesting, I can put this controller down, actually. A couple of MILFs. They might want to rework who they are, actually. Assassin's Web? Forget about it. Couple of MILFs? Let me stop. But I do think it is worth mentioning that Assassin's Web, I feel like they're probably tired of a new management disrespecting them. So they won those titles off of Chi-Chi and Futaba, the Disciples. The Disciples then won them back off of Assassin's Web, but when there was another big multi-person match, that ladder match that Shingo set up for the Disciples to lose in a ladder match, you know what I mean? Where were these two? Nowhere to be found. You know who was somewhere to be found? The IRC. This may be the biggest snub of all time. That's what they're feeling. And they're saying another new team potentially added to the mix. They're looking to sit them down and get back to where they should be on top. Yor and Kafka are answering the call. And they're looking to snap the whip. And instead of letting them crack the whip, it's starting off with Midnight and Kafka in the main event of Rebellion right now. Single leg drop kick right to the face of Kafka early on. And goodness gracious, the strength. I thought that was going to be a straight German, but she stopped her almost mid-air and turned it into a back suplex. Miss Midnight, goodness gracious. Kafka in the corner. Tag made to Misuri. And together they send Kafka flying. You have to kind of think about it this way too. Ooh! In the sense that, we know kind of, not for certain, but we know that, Misuri and Midnight are a part of this Crack the Whip organization. And you can hear the audience actually booing them. I don't think that they are quite believing An's honey words yet. But they don't have to believe them yet, for real, to be honest. You can kind of think about the Flame Tribe. They said something similar when they first debuted in a very shocking fashion. It's about actions, not words, and the fact that not all of them came out here to this match to let Midnight and Misuri do it on their own. Maybe there is some truth in what they're saying. Anywho. But I also want to point out here is a team with two, like, potentially established tag teams in it, a faction rather. You could kind of maybe consider these two to be like the gatekeepers for Crack the Whip. If you can't beat this team, why would you go face Crack the Whip? Or they could just have each other have tag team matches with each other, you know, saying, oh, wait a minute, Yor actually jumped off, waited and jumped off. Usually, you know, people will just be like, okay, hold on a minute, maybe not. Maybe not so much, maybe not right now, as both of them roll outside of the ring. Yor, former tag team champion, switch clothes from mother to assassin mother, I suppose, as both of them get down there real quick. Both jumping out at the same time may have caught Yor off guard because Yor now goes back first on the ground. Right now, it is looking very good for Crack the Whip. However, we are at a count of 5, count of 6, count of 7, count of 8. Actually, they may have just won this thing by count out. Count of 9. Made it back in before 10. But not before Yor could take out Midnight, but on the outside, goodness gracious! Yor never saw it coming, may have been thinking, hey, we win this thing by count out, let me get a quick shot on Midnight, just to say, hey, we are back, but Crack the Whip not giving this thing up. Goodness, her head. Plucking the leg right afterwards, able to roll out and bides Midnight some time. It looked like she was saying, hey, it's time to go rolling. Oof. Heavy Samoan dropping a tag and made to Midnight right afterwards. Misuri is still in completely fine shape, but will be completely fresh, even more so later on. Tags potentially about to be made to Kafka, it is. Kafka and Yor up and down. But a reversal there. Oh, reversal there, but not a reversal on the legal competitor, Kafka. Hey, she knows how to follow a plan. She knows how to follow a script. And Misuri... okay, now hold on a minute. This isn't quite kosher, actually. Throwing her into the ring. Everyone getting into the ring here. What on earth? What is this turned into? What is this what is this evolved into? Or devolved, rather, into? Referee had to count there, but couldn't keep counting. One. What is going on? What kind of chicanery is going on here? Misuri, in doing that, it's not often we see someone throw the other partner in the ring and then continue following them. I'm not sure if Misuri knows how this thing works, this whole this whole wrestling thing works, because I think they're still fighting on the outside, like yours down right now. And Kafka's looking to go flying. Lands a nice little neck breaker as both of them roll outside the ring. Yor has made her way back to the side as well. Big chops, big heavy hands. Kafka pops Midnight up and sends her down. That was the darndest thing. Midnight kicks right back up though and sends Kafka into the LED post. Using her advantage, using her environment to her advantage rather. And as a hero, you gotta know how to do that. That's an all fair game. Wait a minute. Dropped onto the LED board. We're at a count of 7. Has to throw her in there. We're at a count of 9. Almost. It's gonna be a double count out. You both gotta get in there. Oh wait, Kafka's not in yet. Both making it a 10. Man, it has been a heart-racing affair in beating these counts, dude. Whew. Tag's been made to Yor, tag's made to Misuri. These two are brawling on the outside. Apparently, the bad blood has already begun. Yor with a reversal into the corner. Baits her in and hits her right in the head. Mitsuri's bloodied. But, still in this fight. Yor has the signature, so does Misuri. I don't know what Mitsuri's is. She's calling for something, flying forearm. Stomp to, wait a minute, what is going on here? Goodness gracious! Mitsuri has been all gas and no brakes. Turned around into a from middle rope to top rope moonsault. 1, 2. Broken up, but Yor also would have kicked out. Here's the thing, Mitsuri's got a signature and finisher still. Kick in the guts. Yor is going to have to work up a signature again. It's close, though. And maybe a scoop slam. No. Misuri with a reversal. Yor trying to call, beg for a... Oh, wait a minute. You're clapping her on, saying, yeah, go ahead and make that tag? That's crazy work. But crazy work may have worked because a powerbomb to Kafka, Mitsuri's almost 2v1ing this thing. A kick to the side. Headlock. Takedown. And rolls out. And attachment made to Midnight. I guess you can kind of keep Misuri as like a secret weapon in that. Impress me in the ring, not for nothing, spear! And has a step back and immediately because Midnight, I'll tell you what, is looking pretty mid right now. As the knees go into the guts of Midnight, stood right back up. And we may be looking at these two putting away a hero. as they've made their hit. The Assassins go for the pin. That might be resiliency. 1, 2. It is. The Assassins might get the job done here tonight. Keep in mind, Yor is very close to having a signature. Dropkick lands. She's got a signature and a finisher. Oh, Midnight might be cooked. Midnight may be cooked here. We kind of have a similar situation now. Both teammates have a signature finisher, but more importantly, they can both come in. Misuri can't. Popped up. Sent down. But admittedly, Midnight did roll out of the ring. She is hurting bad. Rolled back in, and now she's focused on the partner, which is a great decision, ensuring that the tag still can't be made. It looks like Midnight might actually be trying to wait and bide some time for Mitsuri to come back in. Double knees on the outside. And it really might be the beginning of the end for this Crack the Whip tag team. Kind of 1. Kind of 2. And again, Yor was going after Mitsuri. Oh, man. Reversal by Midnight. That is 1,000,000% what she needed. Look at this. Hold on a minute. Styling and profiling on her, and it might have been exactly what she needed, but look at this. Reversal still, went for a dropkick to the knee, and Midnight might have woken up. When usually she's the one putting people to sleep. Tag has been made, they still have life. Kick to the midsection. Backhand, oh my gosh! The strongest just discus punch that you ever done seen. Knee to the gut. What does she have here? Up and over with that leg drop. Whipped herself into the ropes, and ladies and gentlemen, just like that, Yor was now in trouble. She did not have resiliency built up. Not having resiliency built up is dire news. Stood up again because she could go for it again, or they could go for a tag team finisher. What do these two have? Is it simply another crack? They are whipping. Double back. And a double, ooh, a little spin cycle in that regard. Might have to be resiliency. Both teams have a path to victory. Here's the thing though, yours got 2 finishers. That's not a path to victory, that is, that's a win. That's a win condition. Into the corner, not where you want to be. Baits her in again, kick to the head, but here's the thing, they do now have, ooh, drop kick. Somebody who can come in. Mitsuri could come in for her, and it looks like him. So could Kafka. Tag's been made. Here's the thing, though, rather. Kafka has no finisher, no signature, but here's the thing. Midnight might have soon, especially after this reversal, is a finisher. And she does. If she lands this on Kafka, the team, Crack the Whip, are in pretty good shape. Went for a clothesline there. Kafka getting lifted up by Mitsuri. Drag over to the corner. Actually gets there, which is surprising to me, considering how much vitality is there. Goodness. Mitsuri really wastes no time with these moves, and wasting no time was Kafka getting out of the ring there, realizing that she's got speed. She's got speed and she's got insane flexibility is what I'm noticing about Mitsuri and these move sets that she's working with. Lift it back up again. The speed and flexibility is a killer, especially in a match like this. Reversal. Kick to the guts. Kafka very close to getting worked down and punched into next week low key. Lifted back up again. Heavy shot and a tag to Midnight. Kafka climbing up on the ropes. Midnight sending Kafka outside the ring. Okay, no, hold on. I don't know if I vibe with this team yet. Let me not go crazy. Roll. Oh, I thought it was an actual roll up, but instead transitioned into a power bomb, pushes her away. Middle rope, Kafka could do some damage calling. For Midnight to get up and sends her down. Kafka so close. Oh no. She's using move theft. And just like that, the finisher is locked in, that Black Widow. But it was broken up, and I want to point out, now Midnight is in grave danger of getting hit with not just a Kafka cutter, getting hit with a finisher. Wait a minute. No, she's running. She ran at her, actually, did not go for the tag team finisher. That bought Midnight enough time, especially to work up a signature too. And a spear by her, spear right back to her, which is kind of crazy. One. But that's the thing. Kafka has barely been hurt in this battle. In terms of vitality, if we're talking about people who have barely been hurt in this battle, it really is Misuri, because she is currently kind of the worst nightmare for the Assassin's Web. And the worst nightmare has just been tagged in. She is crazy with that moonsault. I've never seen moonsault accuracy like this in a long time. You gotta really think about it. Think about how often we see people miss those moonsaults. Kafka, though, however, may be thinking about that Kafka cutter. Once again, Misuri just a step too fast, but Kafka gets back on her feet. Reverse DDT. The feeling is still there. Kafka lifting up Misuri into the corner. Keep in mind, they could still hit tag team finisher. Oh my gosh! What on earth? The speed is crazy! I mentioned that speed and flexibility being a killer in this matchup, but it's real. Y'all just saw she got sent over there and immediately said, no, you get down. I'm not getting down. Into the corner. And again with the reversal. Reversing right back. And a monkey flip by Kafka. She's got still got a signature though, so she's still surviving in this fight. Up and not down. Instead dropped onto the shoulder. Yor's been able to work up so much more of that vitality bar that now the Assassins are looking dangerous yet again. Scoop with that sidewalk slam. And Kafka rolls out of the ring. And then gets back in the ring. I'm not sure what she was thinking there. But apparently, you know what? She's an assassin. She's got a plan. And that plan did work. Nearly knocked Mitsuru senseless. Lifting her up one more time. Who we just saw as somebody who was all yellow is now in not too much trouble, at least not yet. But she is in the sense that Kafka's got a signature and a finisher, and that's enough to start to put anybody down. And right into the corner for the tag team finisher. That's how the Assassins roll. Oh my gosh. And keep in mind, if Mitsuru comes in here, you're still got two finishers. This may be all over. Well, there is also still the fact that Mitsuri still has resiliency. But here it is. That moonsault lands. 1, 2, and Crack the Whip has no resiliency. It is all gone. Which means one more tag team finisher. Oh no. Was not one more tag team finisher. It's a Hurricane Rana. Kafka still got the signature. And keep in mind, yours the one who's in the most danger, has no resiliency. If they hit the tag team finisher, they won't have the chance, potentially. Yes, they still might have the chance. The tag has been made. Did they work themselves back up into this? They're whipping it real good. Senton leg drop connection. Kafka can come in to help, but once again, keep it. Went to attack Mitsuri. Yor had to kick out herself, was able to, but Mitsuri on the outside has move theft. More importantly, though, Midnight has a signature. She will not use it. They must have some sort of plan, I suppose. Ooh, stepped out of the way of that. Back into the corner again. No tag made. You're a step faster. Oh, but a shot to the guts. Off the ropes. Big crossbody right into the pin. Kafka can't come and help. 1 and 2. They did it. We thought it was over. They had both burned resiliency. Assassin's Web was looking to already put an X mark on these two, but I will admit, they did get the job done. They got the job done, and we saw some wild things happen tonight. It didn't seem like they worked together completely fluidly, but they worked together well enough to win. I'd say really Misuri carried a lot of that match, but it is still about surviving when the time counts, and Midnight did do that. Midnight is a survivor, but Misuri might be a killer. And that's saying she's a killer to 2 assassins. Big, yeah, that strike right to the head, disgusting. Yor goes down for Assassin's Web, boom. That picture-perfect moonsault. And what happened right after this, after resiliency was burned, was threw her into the corner, reverse the tag team finisher, was able to, out of that crossbody, immediately catch the leg and go for the pin. May have knocked the wind out of Yor. She was unable to kick out. Crack the whip. Get the job done tonight, and they do it without any help. I don't know how I feel about it, but you know what? It is what it is. Are they ones to keep their words? Are they a faction you can trust? Well, I don't know. We'll get to our show real quick. First and foremost, Risei's going a golden ticket. Golden, look at this. Look, that's a normal one-on-one match. I don't know what to tell you. Gin was able to beat Dante. Dante, however, they put on a show. And that seems to be every time Dante gets into the ring, they put on a show. Gin, however, was the one left standing because he is the scrappiest champion, scrappiest young champion we've ever had. The cat's claw at the end, but another stare down with Skeletor. That's going to be a big fight field between those two. Hina was able to come out on top of Sakura. Sakura did try and drop her on her neck, but Hina went Hina went God mode because you have to remember again what time of year it is. Her time. Her time. And backstage, the repairman lays out Arrow. And at the end of our show, Midnight and Misuri take the victory against the Assassin's Web. Rebellion is in the books. Any news? We saw that. Chaos broke loose. Hina and Sakura win their matchup. When their partners, rather, at ringside, the Repairman and Arrow brought their fighting inside the ring. They're shouting. And trash talk brought the match to a standstill until the referee could restore order, but it's clear that the issues between these teams are just heating up. Skeletor upstaged the champion by entering the ring after Gin's non-title match, incredible non-title match by the way, and confronting him with a 10 stare down. The confidence of the challenger seems to be at an all-time high, making him a true threat to Gin's title reign. I mean, you're not wrong. And lastly, EST in that insane sicko triple threat match. Caught an injury. Still cleared, but you know what? That midsection has got to be something to keep on our mind. That has been Rebellion. I'm gonna get ready to I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might take a little nap. I should take a little nap. It's pollen season. Hey, everybody take your vitamins and stay healthy because stars, it is pollen season and spring will make you sick. So I'm gonna go take a nap. Everyone, stay healthy. And I'll see you guys next Sunday for Rebellion, where we'll have another triple threat match. We'll probably have all sorts of other shenanigans. It's gonna be a great time. To Blue Flight Crew, as always, thank you for watching.